Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Pringle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Throwing, Ncaa. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Canes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. A spectacular one-hand grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They punt it away on 4th down. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. A give to Brown. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Ncaa. Here's a heat. Got it set up on the outside. At the 20. Snags it, and there's running room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. There's some room. The 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try the right side. There's a crease. Lowers those pads. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Rodgers. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Puts it out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. There he goes. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Working that left side now. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Vaughn. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Ncaa. Under fire. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes a catch. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Julian saying to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays?
Finding some room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll run it again. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Ncaa. Caught, and he's got room. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Complete downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Here's Ncaa to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Jackson. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Say it. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Saying from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Here's a little room there. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right in the 20. Say it. Over the middle, it's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He wants it all. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Here's Ncaa to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Ncaa. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Back to pass. Fires quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Ncaa using the quick game. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And this has been a really productive drive. Multiple completions, seeing the defense, understanding what you're getting, driving the ball down the field. Now it's money time, Palmer. You better have some good plays to get some scores.
And the defense needs to step up. They better have someone get some pressure on this quarterback to stop the bleeding right now because they're just making it too easy. Someone up front for the defense here has got to win on this next play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Ncaa to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. Good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Play fake, Julian Ncaa. Looking for a huge play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Up about... Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when you're...
He's loose. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Makes the grab in their space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. Gotta send the tight end in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Buckeye! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush is on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Throwing, say it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running inside. It's Smothers. Picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. At Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Arch is going to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It smothers. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He wants to change this route. Slithers into space. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To throw, it's Ncaa27. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Quarterback making checks. 4th down, say it. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. Fakes a pass to Marker. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Say it. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Say it. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And the try is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Arch Madness. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The run inside. It Smothers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. out in the backfield. It's Smith. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the back. To throw, Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. With the draw, it Smothers. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Arts to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Townsend. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air. It's Manning. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
Looking for a crease. It's Rogers.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Might be calling a hot route. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Got a man. It's Johnson.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Saying back to the air. He uncorks one deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Manning fires it incomplete.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Here's Julian saying to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken. He stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Catch in the middle, it's Brown, and they get him down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Here's Manning to throw. And they can't make the connection. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on third down. Drops it off to the running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down 4 late. They have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think a lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Throwing Manning. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Hart's going to spin it again. Quick completion on the out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, and he will roll into the end zone.